Hey guys, we're back with the CRZ and it's looking all minty fresh. It was recently detailed. We're getting ready to bring it to the owner so he can take it for a test drive. He's gonna let us know what he thinks about it compared to it when it was stock and also compared to his previous CRZ, which was supercharged. Welcome to VTEC Academy. You're about to get schooled. All right, so we got the CRZ and we're heading to the dyno right now. We wanna see what kind of numbers we can get out of this car with the K24A2. Now we've got an 06 Civic Si ECU, we've got a Honda Flash Pro for tuning it, and of course it's got a K24A2 with header and intake, and we want to see what kind of horsepower that's going to generate. The first time we took it out, it was running on the stock K20Z3 tune, so it was not really optimized for this particular car. So I'm curious to see if we can get more torque, more horsepower. By the way, we had a couple people comment that they thought that the acceleration was not that good compared to stock. A lot of wheel spin. And the reality of that is the stock motor and the way the vehicle stability assist worked, it really didn't spin the tires. With this setup, it's spinning tires. So it's actually a little bit traction limited. So if we had done stock from like 40 miles an hour up to 60 or 70 miles an hour, and same thing with this, you'd notice that this is significantly faster. You can feel it when you drive it. It is much, much quicker. Anyway, we need to get a tune, so we're taking off to go do that. Let's head to Exact Dyno, see what Tim can do. We got a bubble of some sort, which the water was pretty close to the top. We just filled it up yesterday. Brian thought he had bled it. Apparently not. Well, we did 212.5 horsepower. This is funny because this was actually a tune that was already on this computer for the other CRZ when it had the K24. So stood the test of time. Made very little changes and everything was copacetic.
One of the things we want to know is what it weighs beforehand so we can see what it weighs afterwards. And this is what it weighs right now, 2,630 pounds. So tell me, is it going to gain weight or lose weight when we do the K-swap? You tell me in comments below.
So it's time to weigh our CRZ post K24 swap. Did we save any weight or is it a wash? We'll see with the battery coming out and the hybrid unit and all that stuff. Hopefully we did save some weight. So let's throw it on the scales and find out. All right, moment of truth. What are we looking at here? With the K24 swapped CRZ, bam, just under 2,600 pounds. This car is gonna handle so much better with this lighter curb weight and more power.
AC's nice and cold.
Yeah, it is.
I can chill my beverages even better in there.
So there's room to put a resonator in here if you decide you want to quiet it down a little bit more.
I might.
I was hoping the cat would make it quieter, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. VTEC.
And that was third gear. That
Yeah.
wasn't even a second gear pull. That was plenty of passing power. Yeah, I got to relearn my gear ratios on this thing too.
You will have to relearn your gear ratios.
This is a Civic Si transmission, right?
Yeah, 2012 SI transmission.
Okay. with a limited slip.
Yeah, with the LSD.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely LSD. Yeah, it's just no fun at all without an LSD.
Right.
Overall, what do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a must-have. It transforms this car. It's basically what a CRZ SI should have been, you know,
Yeah.
from day one. Absolutely.
I enjoy the heck out of this car. I really, really do.
Yeah.
We're moving ours back up to the front of the line. You were driving up the hill here, you were just lugging it in third gear the whole time, and it had no problem
Effortless.
whatsoever.
Yeah. With the
Yeah.
AC going and everything.
Compare this with your turbo car, Pat. Was there lag on the turbo car?
No, it was a small turbo.
Okay.
So it was a 10 PSI Grady turbo that basically, it suited the characteristics
1.5.
of the hybrid motor too.
Yeah.
So basically once the electric assist was starting to fade, that turbo was already spooling up.
All right.
So you always had torque in it. But there's always the concern of, well, it's one of 5, you know, ever made for the US. I'm kind of screwed if
If something goes up.
something goes out on it.
Yeah. Well, this engine is a dime a dozen, I hate to
Exactly.
say it. In this car, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And the 6-speed transmission shift flawlessly.
Absolutely.
The car is just really, really fun. What do you plan on doing with it?
Gonna upgrade the brakes.
Mhm.
I'll have to talk to Brian Hasty about that.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to go up another size for wheels, get to 18s, and then soften the suspension just a little bit.
Got it.
Especially in the rear. It's also got less weight to work with in the rear, so we're gonna have to figure out a rebalance.
So here's something interesting. The rear wheels are like kind of tucked in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's actually really good for road racing.
Okay.
If you want the back end not to come around quite so
Right.
easy, if you put a little less offset on there,
Okay.
it would actually stabilize that.
All right.
But if you like that tail happiness,
Yeah.
then don't.
Right.
All right.
I kind of like how it is in terms of its handling characteristics. I
Okay.
just want it to be a little bit softer, just a smidge, because
Got
these
it.
are Tane coilovers. They're a little firm
Okay.
for day-to-day, especially in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
I would just soften in the rear,
Yeah.
and then maybe a sway bar as well.
Yeah,
And we will work on trying to figure out a sway bar solution for the front.
right.
And the solution may actually be somebody else's header,
Yeah.
and then
That's
so
true.
that might wind up being what
They
the
mentioned
solution is.
like ASP and other
Yeah, I'll talk to
possibilities.
ASP and see,
Yeah.
see what they've got. I can't wait to get mine back on the road now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm all jealous. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of VTEC Academy. This car has been surprisingly popular with our videos. It's showing really well. That's one of the reasons I want to do our car as well. And when you do the brake upgrades, I'd be happy to do them. So let's talk to Brian Hasty and
We'll
get
get
the car
a kit
back
for it.
over to the shop, and you know, we can whip that out in an afternoon.
Yeah.
And we can talk to Teen about the springs as well, if you want to do that.
Get some custom.
Do that at the same time.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, cool. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of VTEC Academy. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was a super fun project to do. Sorry it took so long, but
That's
we're
all
kinda
right.
busy. But anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next video. And please don't ask me to swap your car. Ken's a friend. Been a friend for a long time. That's why he got the treatment. Talk to you later.